Our story begins in the year 1162 AD in a harsh environment called the Mongolian steppes, a place known for its violent, unpredictable, and harsh climate of scorching summers and brutal freezing winters. Obviously, food and resources weren't abundant in such a place, which led to a culture of all hands on deck. For the people who lived there, who were called Mongolians, they took this all hands on deck culture so seriously that they began training their children in archery from the age of 3 and got them into horse riding from the age of 5. The constant shortage made it a must that everyone was either a hunter or herder, and most especially for the men, a warrior, as it was commonplace for stronger tribes to raid weaker tribes for what little they had. Due to this, the Mongols adopted a nomadic lifestyle. They were born, lived in, and died in tents called yurts. They were always either fleeing away from hunger and death or running towards food and plunder. You don't need to be a psychiatrist to know that if someone grew up in a society characterized by frequent lack and the constant threat of violence and death, they would grow up with a might means right mentality. And it's in this sort of place a subject would be born. Somewhere in these harsh lands, a young couple known as Chiledu and Holowen just got married. And as they ride off into the sunset, they're attacked by a band of raiders led by a man called Yasuki, the chief or Khan of these men, who would then take Holowen as his second wife.
We will wed at sunset.
And she would soon birth his second son, a boy called Temujin, named after a man he killed. Temujin would grow up in this harsh environment alongside his 2 half-siblings and 4 full siblings. When Temujin was around 8 years old, his father would take him to his mother's tribe, hoping to find a suitable bride. There, he arranged a betrothal between Temujin and a girl called Borte, who was the daughter of another Khan named Besheken. As the betrothal meant Yasuge would gain a powerful ally, and as Borte's bride price was extremely high, Besheken demanded that Temujin remain in his household to work off the marriage debt. Yasuke accepted, and with that, he was on his way home, leaving Temujin behind with his future in-laws. On the road home, Yasuge requested a meal from a group he encountered while returning, relying on the steppe tradition of hospitality to strangers. However, he had no idea that these men were tribesmen of Chiledu, the man whose wife Yasuge had kidnapped all those years ago. And these men would slip poison into the food. Yasuge gradually sickened, but managed to return home. Close to death, he requested a trusted retainer called Munglig to retrieve Temujin from the people he just dropped him off at, and Yasuge would then pass on. After his death, his 2 oldest sons, Bekter and Temujin, were found to be too young to lead, and the entire tribe would soon abandon them and the rest of Yasuke's family for more favorable prospects. And when I say abandoned, I mean they physically abandoned them. Remember I said the Mongols were nomads.
The Mongols adopted a nomadic lifestyle.
One could see it as a cruelty, but harsh environments tend to breed harsh people. After that, the family had to take up a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. They collected roots and nuts, hunted for small animals, and caught fish just to survive. Life on the Mongolian steppes was already stressful when you lived in a tribe. Now imagine how bad it would be for a family made up of mostly small children. And with that, the stage is set. I wonder how Temujin and his family will cope.